at-fault driver walked over to the Medstar EMS ambulance, got in the driver's seat, and stole the ambulance with the victim and a paramedic in the back. And one of our officers jumped in his cruiser and took off in pursuing this ambulance.
Police say officers pursued the ambulance before it collided with an SUV at 8 Mile and Beck Road.
Let's take a look. Got another crazy one. This one is a man. Man steals ambulance with paramedic and patient inside before he crashes, man. Let's take a look here, man. 33-year-old Changlin Li, a driver involved in the collision. Paramedics from Medstar ambulance were treating several people at the scene, including Li, who was being evaluated for injuries in or near the back of an ambulance. While medical personnel were tending to patients, Li suddenly jumped into the driver's seat of the ambulance and sped away from the crash site, leaving responders stunned. Inside the ambulance were a paramedic and a patient who had been receiving care at the time. As Li fled, officers pursued the stolen vehicle while Medstar tracked it remotely and relayed its location to law enforcement. Crazy, man. This is crazy. Someone stole an ambulance that were tending to patients, and this person who stole it was one of the patients they intended to. Let's get to the video, man. Muggs is crazy, man. Muggs is crazy.
Units, be advised, there's a patient inside the Medstar unit.
Into the construction zone on Novi, south of 9.
Precinct in construction zone.
Radio 31, if you have me.
Confirm.
Can we get an update?
Go again.
Can we get an update?
You've got a blown rear tire on the passenger side.
Reach through center.
Through center. Continuing westbound 8 Mile.
Right behind it.
Just past Green Ridge Drive. Continuing westbound.
I got the radio 30. Raven 40, we're still westbound on 8. 2 miles per hour.
Westbound on 8, 72 miles per hour.
This is up to
Still westbound, passing my half floor. Collision at 8 and back, collision at 8 and back.
Collision 8 back.
Did you say collision at 8 and back?
Affirmative, collision 8 back. The Asian male driver left the vehicle. Flash unit repeat. $17.30, can you repeat? $41 on the Alabama. Happy 41 on the 30, you're unreadable.
You know what I find interesting is when you have people who do crimes like this, right? They endanger anybody that's in that path because they're driving reckless, they're going at extremely high speeds. They can easily lose control, hit someone who is just not paying attention, they're oblivious to what's going on, right? These people who just absolutely break the law like this, it's amazing to me how they feel like they should be handled with such delicate care. Like they shouldn't be roughed up. They shouldn't, oh, you know, you're doing this, you're putting the cuffs on too tight. You got me in a chicken wing. You're doing all these things. And these people are some of the biggest complainers. I don't know why in the world you feel you can put the lives of innocent bystanders, innocent citizens, you can put their lives in jeopardy. And yet when you finally spin out, crash out, when you finally get caught, you think that you should just be handled like a delicate flower. No, hell no. I understand why the cops give you a little extra bitch. Yeah, because it is stressful for the cops to be chasing you. And I could imagine what's going through the minds of police officers because they've seen this before or they've heard horror stories. Kid getting hit, someone being unalive because of your recklessness and your foolishness. So they stressed out because they don't want to see somebody get hurt, you know? So when they finally get a hold of your ass, they finally get a hold of you. They start giving you a little extra, bitch, bitch, you know? Expect to get roughed up a little bit, man, especially when you out here breaking the law like this, man. Stop being so indignant. All of a sudden, you fragile. Oh, no, you're putting the cuffs on too tight. What did I do? I didn't do nothing wrong.
We got the patient recovered. He's okay. Go ahead and get fire started. Heavy smoke coming out of the ambulance. And we have one Medstar unit paramedic recovered as well.
Receive heavy smoke coming from the vehicle.
Slow down. We just have enough people there.
The other ambulance is on fire. Ambulance on fire.
Get him out of here.
Ambulance on fire, man. There was people in the back of the ambulance, man. When this person stole the ambulance, and of course a chase ensues, and just crazy. As you can imagine, a situation like this is going to make the news, and it definitely made the news. So let's go ahead and take a look at the news coverage of this. Crazy. People crazy, man. People crazy.
Wild ride through Novi. Police say someone stole an ambulance and then crashed into an SUV. Police and a paramedic patient were inside of that ambulance as that was happening. It all happened earlier this afternoon near the Northville and Novi border. Police say the suspect was involved in another crash just moments earlier. CBS News Detroit's Heath Kalb reports.
This is Novi. I've been doing this job for about 26 years now, and this is the first for me.
Around 3:15 Friday afternoon, police officers and paramedics responded to a crash at 10 Mile and Novi roads. And soon after, the person allegedly responsible for that crash did something unexpected.
At-fault driver walked over to the Medstar EMS ambulance, got in the driver's seat, and stole the ambulance with the victim and a paramedic in the back. And one of our officers jumped in his cruiser and took off in pursuing this ambulance.
Police say officers pursued the ambulance before it collided with an SUV at 8 Mile and Beck Road.
Once they reached back, the ambulance failed to stop for the red light and T-boned a Plymouth resident.
The suspect then attempted to run away, but was taken into custody. Medstar says the ambulance caught fire in the crash and is now a total loss. Medstar CEO Colby Miller said in a statement, quote, "We are grateful for the safety of our crew, the response of our partner agencies, and the bystanders who helped. We are working with Novi and Northville police departments in the investigation."
That was Heath Kalb reporting, and according to Medstar, the paramedic and patient who were in the ambulance were taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver who was hit by the ambulance is also being treated for minor injuries.
This situation is crazy. It's crazy. So the gentleman was initially involved in a traffic accident. The ambulance came out there to of course tend to the victims of that accident. So that person, what does he do? That person steals the ambulance that's taking care of the people of the initial crash site that he started, that he caused, I should say. So he steals the ambulance with people in the back of the ambulance, goes on this high-speed chase. This is crazy. You're fleeing the police. The police are on this high-speed chase. And then what happens? You hit another car with the ambulance you stole, with two people in the back of the ambulance, and then you try to flee. Luckily, the person that's in the car that you hit is okay. In both instances, they're okay. Wow. Absolutely insane. This sounds like a plot in a movie. This could be a movie. I'm sure I've probably seen it before. I've probably seen this movie if I thought about it. This is insane, man. This here is absolutely insane, man. When you are out here walking around in the world, man, you really have to be paying attention, man. You know, I know sometimes we would love to be in our little bubble, and we have our phone, we got our headphones in, we're listening to whatever. I'm telling you, pay attention, because these types of situations happen, and these people are driving, and they are under so much stress for whatever reason. They lose control of a vehicle. Someone could have very easily, someone walking could have very easily been hit, man, and unalive. Crazy. Crazy. I'm glad that everyone's okay. This is just insane. Absolutely insane, man. Oh boy, should not be allowed to drive ever again. Ever again. They should put some type of chip in him, man, that if he gets in the car won't start, man. It's like, hey, man, bro, you can't ride with me, man. My car won't start. My car won't start with you, man. He should only be allowed to have scooters, not even an electric one, just a push scooter. You know, when he finally gets out of jail, he should not be allowed to drive a car ever again. Just a scooter, not even an electric scooter, not even an electric bike, just a push scooter. You're going to have to get a job at one of the local restaurants for the rest of your life, man, because you are crazy. You stupid. Absolutely crazy, man. This is, wow. Stealing ambulances, man. Crazy. Caused 2 accidents. Incredible.